And welcome, folks, to Land Timber Stream. It has been a while, I know. And thank you for your patience. Hope you enjoy at least this vlog. Day 481, just 1 month until my first actual lab attempt. So it's coming. It's almost here. Yeah, so I know it has been a little while. I'm just going to do a quick vlog, quick catch up, because I got some more labbing to do, as you can imagine. Just, by the way, a little background from the recent trip to Utah, aka Bryce Canyon. Hey, Digitech, how are you? Man, it's good to be back on the vlog, and I've missed it. I really have. I've missed the community. You may have noticed I haven't been active on Twitter. I haven't been active on Instagram, and I've just been labbing. So, but yeah, here's where I'm at. I've got about a month to go. Not exactly 1 month, but about a month, practically speaking. So about 4 weekends, a couple of vacation days strewn in there. Had one Monday, had a little vacation day. And yeah, the workbook is basically complete. The Cisco 360 or Cisco Expert Labs workbook. So I'll show you up here on the screen. When I started out back in July, I got really behind, like really quickly. I was struggling, and I got faster and faster, and I eventually got caught up to kind of my plans here, such that got a little screen effect. That should do it there. But yeah, I got pretty much caught up, so that's good. And this weekend, as you can see here, all I have left really are some of the assessments. So I've got, well, actually, let me scroll over. Yeah, Diagnostic Assessment Lab. And then I have Performance Assessment Lab 12. And then I have Diagnostic Assessment Lab 2 and Performance Lab number 13. So these are graded. I hear that these are really awesome in terms of like feedback that you get. So I'm really looking forward to doing those and seeing kind of, what how I'm doing, how Cisco thinks I'm doing on these. And this is pretty similar to the Real Lab, as I understand, in terms of like timing and also sort of the type of things that you'll be presented, because the diagnostic, obviously that's a diag, and this performance assessment lab is going to be very similar to, it's basically includes a troubleshooting section and a configuration section. So I have two of those left, and I'm saving those here towards the end. And I hope to get some really good feedback to give me for the next month. And DJI Tech says, I'm doing well. I know you've been online for quite some time, so I'm doing a brief checkup. I stopped studying for about 3 months. Best CCNA around a switch, but new opportunities have arisen. Hey, that happens, tends to happen after you pass an exam, right? Transfer to Cisco team, working on telephony by October 1st. Okay, awesome. I have a final on-site interview for position as Juniper Network Engineer, Telecom for the state. All the jobs is what I'd likely accept if I pay. Okay, awesome. That's great to hear, man. And yeah, you're certain. It's great because generally once you pass an exam, get a cert, you tend to. It's always good to try to ride that momentum, into your the next phase of your career. So that's great to hear, man. Really good to hear. Yeah, I have been pretty much offline again, as you can see. Oftentimes, so when I schedule these labs, I'll tend to do them in maybe 1 to 2 hour blocks. So generally, as soon as I can be prepared, get a few chores done, eat dinner, like after work, then I will fire up the lab and book a couple hours. And that's why I haven't really been able to stream. Did you think, yeah, I need to keep it up. If I snag that job, then it's full steam ahead to CCP route switch. I can't give up. That's right, man. Ride that momentum and ride it right on into your next commitment. So that's the way you got to do it, and that's excellent. Good deal. So yeah, that's where I'm at, folks. So this weekend, I'm going to be taking on those assessments probably on Saturday. I will do the diag, and I'll try to do it similar to like the lab. So I'll do the I would do the diag first, and then do the performance assessment next. I'm getting much better at my configurations. I'm feeling kind of weak on the troubleshooting. So right now I'm practicing actually today. Since I finished CA25, I've reverted back to the INE, some of the INE stuff, and I'm doing a hello. Office products don't do this really well. They have the zoom feature, and it's great at zooming in, but not zooming out. I don't know why. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, that's what I have. Plenty of lab tokens. I have plenty of time in the Cisco 360 lab. So anyway, that's where I'm at on labbing. In terms of what I have left to do in the next month, what is my mindset? What am I working on? I've spent the last week looking at the Cisco Live on-demand sessions, like how to conquer the CCIE route switch exam. I've watched those actually a couple of times, and one thing that stands out is know what you don't know. So I know what I'm weak on. These going through this workbook has really brought that out to me. So I'm going to spend the time that I have left just practicing those areas. So I may go back and do a few of the workbook labs, see if I can now do some of those things. Of course, multicast is always difficult. And, QoS, things like that. There are some BGP features that I need to really brush up on. Also, I would say there are some subtleties with OSPF that I think the workbook has really helped me on, but, I still need to practice those. So there's a lot left to do. I don't have any particular thing. It may do me well this weekend to go back and review the blueprint again and just kind of target those areas. I've got the INE labs, so I actually have, and I may change this. I wish I hadn't closed it, but I have the full skill labs for INE and some mock labs. But I've been told that the Jazeeri labs are really, really, really good. And it may even be more practical in terms of getting yourself ready for the real thing, the real exam. So I may invest in that for my last month and take on a couple of those in some of the weekends that I have left. But the Cisco 360 workbook is done. So it's either going to be INE or Jazeeri labs from here on out, and redoing some of the Cisco 360 labs. I've also been updating my notes and getting really well-defined strategies for my lab attack plans. So if I go, for example, this is out of my repo that I have out there on notes, and my lab strategies doc. Yeah, so I've been really revising this to include some very practical things that I need to do when I get there. For example, I may want to have a few things like in memory that I want to write down on the paper as soon as lab starts. Yeah, I've done some of that. And I've broken out here sort of a couple of practical attack plan items on each of these sections. They're not in order, but diag, T-shoot, and config. And I even have down here, you know what? I think this is out of date. I need to update this repo, but I even have down here at some point how my monitor screens are going to be set up. So what's going to be my plan in terms of we get the 2 monitors. I've really worked a lot on logistics it's important, That's why I'm running a old kind of normal beat up mouse. I'm running the old sort of Logitech keyboard that is commonly used at the labs. And I've been practicing on that. I've been practicing on like Internet Explorer, and on a Windows computer. We're learning the hotkeys, all that. That's all going to be really important. So I've kind of nailed down my attack plan for each of the sections and how I'm going to arrange my windows, because windows are kind of crazy. And the cool thing is, this is a tip from Wax Tracks in the Discord. By the way, if you're not in the Discord, I know it's been a little quiet, but you can always interact in there, and it may not be every day, but it usually is when I'm not 1 month out from an exam. But it may not be every day, but it's every other day or so. I check in on Discord and interact. So, but yeah, they've got some good tips there about going back, looking at the videos, Cisco Live videos on demand. They actually show you the screens, kind of what they look like, and what you will have in the lab in all three sections. So kind of my task order, that I'll be my general, how to count points, all that I have pretty much ready to go. So, and I've been using that when I practice. You also get like earplugs, just little details like that I'm going to try, as I go forward, I'm going to try to emulate and practice in those, in the same sort of set of circumstances. So that's why streaming it has been hard, streaming actual labs, but yeah, I'm still gonna keep the stream up to date and document the journey here as we go forward, maybe once a week. But thanks so much for hanging out, and it's good to chat. And that's where we're at. So I will see you soon. I'll post in the Discord, and I'll probably post on Twitter also when I'm about to stream, which days I'm going to stream coming up in this last month. And but let's do this. Let's get it. Let's get that number. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. Sending you good bits through the Ethereum, and wish everyone the best in your studies and your goals. Let's stay motivated. We'll see you back here soon in the Land Tamer stream. Have a great night.